going to do a little core practice. I rarely use that word, but a little abdominal work and move into a probably an arm balance or two. So welcome. We'll take a couple sun salutations just to warm up. Inhale, exhale, root your feet, lift your inner thighs, raise your arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward, fold in half, lift your knees. If it's your first of the day, definitely keep a nice bend to the knees. Let your head be heavy. Pull in your ribs and your belly. So it's not enough just to fold forward. We're also trying to draw the ribs in, the belly in. Hands come toward the floor, the feet, the knees. Lift the heart and the chest. Bend the knees now fully. Walk your feet back into plank. Inhale, draw the elbows in. If you can't be on plank, it's totally fine to come to your knees. Inhale, exhale. Come gently to your belly. Low cobra. Inhale, lift the heart and the chest. Draw the shoulders back and down. Come to your belly again. In a moment of cat-cow, really splay the fingers. Like make sure you're rooting from that middle finger, but let the other two go opposite ways. Tuck your toes under. Find your way into downward facing dog. Keeping a bend to the knees for sure. Again, if it's your first time of the day or the week or the month, inhale, bend your knees, lightly walk or jump your feet forward. Inhale, lift your heart in your chest, lift the kneecaps. Exhale, fold. Inhale, keep your hands behind your head since we're just warming up. Roll on up and take Surya Namaskar, sun salutation again. Lift the thighs, lift the kneecaps. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, walk your feet into plank. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. All right, let's get into our belly work. So here we take the right elbow to left knee, stretch it up straight. Right elbow to left knee, stretch it up straight. Right elbow to left knee and pause. Little pulses. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take your right leg up. Let it open, so give yourself a little hip stretch. You can rotate the ankle one way or the other and come on down, downward facing dog. Shift yourself into plank. Take your left knee to left elbow to right elbow. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And just go in and back, and in and back, in and back, in and back to downward dog. Left leg up. You can let the hip open, give yourself a nice stretch. Rotate your ankle. Come downward facing dog with your feet together for a nice calf stretch. Breathe. 1. Pull in the ribs and the belly. 2, 3, triceps toward each other. 4, 5, and just for like a little stretch, drop your left knee to the floor. If you need a break from your wrists, you certainly can take one. Vashisthasana with this support of the left knee, side arm balance. Take your right hand to the right waist. Give it a little nurturing stretch there. Inhale, gaze up to the sky. Again, this is belly work because we're drawing the energy from the behind the abdominals all the way to root us. Maybe the arm comes up. 2, strong right leg. 3, 4, 5. Come into plank. I guess they call these mountain climbers. So breathe 1 at a time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I cheated 10, I guess. Take the right hand underneath your shoulder. It's really important to set yourself up properly. So you don't want to take Vashisthasana with the hand all over the place. Right underneath the shoulder, stack the right hip, stack the left hip, stack your left leg, and breathe. I'm rooting my right big toe to the floor to balance me, and breathe. Maybe you look up. Stacking your shoulders away from the ears. You can massage up the waist. I'm always looking for a massage. And come into your plank. And again, right knee to left elbow and vice versa. Always the inhale and exhale through the nose. It keeps heat in the body, keeps fire in the practice. All right, try not to take breaks. Find your way into plank. Shift forward the right elbow to right knee position. Or I guess right knee to right elbow. Breathe. Come back into down dog. Right elbow to right knee. Pause. Back. And then the last one, if you have a forearm balance here, so I try to get my right thigh on top of my right forearm. Lift the heart in the chest. Lift the left leg. So in order to do that, you really got to scoop up into it. Yeah, that takes some practice. We're not really doing that with practice today. We're just trying it. Inhale again. Vashisthasana to side arm stretch. This time, if you want to take the right arm behind you a little bit, you could take it even behind the back. And back to the center, pulling in the ribs and the belly. Come into your cat-cow position. And then find your way back into your plank. So here in plank, you know, I see this on the internet all the time. People are just hanging out in plank forever, drawing your thighs toward each other. Breathe. Take it in and stretch it back. Take it to the left forearm, stretch it back. To the left forearm, stretch it back one last time. If you know that you can sort of stack the left thigh, you bend your left forearm underneath that spot of the thigh, and then the elbows come in and support you. So I'm just pausing here. So the elbows come in, support you at the ribs, and then you have that little scoop. Yeah, it reminds me of like a, I guess that's a Doberman. You're drawing everything together to the center line. Inhale. Pedal at your feet in your downward facing dog. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One hip to the left and the hip to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, we're going to jump forward. Take the hands to the floor. Again, you can rotate the wrists because we've been on them for quite a while. And we'll learn about Bakasana, crow. If you have crow and you want to pop up, fantastic. For the rest of us, we're going to place the hands, the right hand on the floor. The forearm meets the right shin. Same on the second side. So I call this kind of like the Spider-Man moment, right? And then you inhale, lift up the tailbone and shoulders, trying to get in a similar line. It's not a perfect situation, but obviously if the tailbone's too high or the chest is too high, it'll be harder to balance. So inhale, shift your weight onto your hands, and then possibly think about like you're lifting away from a big ball, perhaps a, beach ball. You're lifting your tailbone down, your pubic bone up, reaching your abdomen away from that ball, and allows you to just balance in place. The other thing I think helps is looking up. I notice a lot of my students look down, and then of course the gravity goes down. So release your wrists again. Maybe take a little twist, one side or the other. And then the good news is you're pretty close to the floor. So I hope you're not practicing on concrete without a mat or something the first time trying this. I hope you're, I have a very nice carpeted room, which I don't usually use for practice. But anyway, so I'm in this releve position, lifting my feet, and then maybe it's just 1 foot at a time. But I'm lifting my heart, lifting my chest, lifting my feet, and come on down. And again, this is all just about visiting these postures. If you never do it, you can still lead a very happy, fulfilled life. So take your left arm behind, in front of your left shin, and reach it behind you. Maybe just open up the right thigh with your hand. A great stretch for your belly. You can experiment by clasping both hands behind you. And back to the center. Change sides. So this is just a twist to unwind whatever we did. Reaching my right arm behind me. Left arm behind that. Maybe you clasp. Maybe you don't. No big deal. Right? This is sort of the no big deal visiting postures practice. So inhale, we're gonna find just a nice regular abdomen workout, Navasana, boat pose. So inhale, reach the arms out, fingertips in line with the shoulders, lean back. Right where it feels like you're in the hard place, that's where you want to stop. Lift both knees. Inward rotation of the thighs, right? So not turned out. Inward rotation of the navel, the thighs, the toes reaching toward you. Then maybe stretch the legs up. Toes are more pointed than flexed. Okay, so we held that one for a really long time because I talked all the way through it. To reset, just sort of rock and roll your boat. Reach the arms out, and here we go. Inhale, lift 1, 2, getting really calm and steady in the eyes. 3, 4, 5. Cross the shins, lift your hips off the floor, and come on down. Number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can always use the fists if you're getting tired in the wrists. Reach the arms out, legs up, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you can, experiment with crossing the shins in, bringing your chest. I always feel like that guy in Ocean's 11. Get yourself really, really little, point your toes down, and try to lift everything off the floor, even if it's just for a moment. Legs up, arms out, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that was a little high. So toes and eyes the same height. Lift up. Last time. I may have said that already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take arms to the right. You can always take breaks if you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the center and to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug the knees in and release. We'll take Baddha Konasana. So you hold the feet in and stretch it out. 1. Inhale, exhale. 2. Inhale, exhale. 3. Inhale, exhale. 4. Inhale, exhale. 5. And try to hover. You can try breath of fire here, which is in and out through the nose, but more quickly, and release. We'll take another set, if I can remember what we did. So inhale, shoulders back, bring the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana, but like this flying Baddha Konasana position. Reach the legs out. 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6 and 7. Oh my goodness. And 8, and the breath of fire. And flop down. Oh my, hi there. Keep forgetting how close I'm getting to her. Lying down and breathe. Lift the right leg up and get yourself really situated. Small of the back touching the mat. Lift the left leg up a little bit and little pulses toward the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to keep the shoulders even. 9, 10. Take both legs up. Reach 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change sides. Right leg down, left up. 1. Pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both legs up. Sort of our Jane Fonda workout I always think of. Reverse crunches. So hips lift and down. 2, 3. Try not to swing too much. So definitely don't do what I'm doing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Maybe sway right and left. Happy baby pose. So knees kind of extend. By the way, you know, happy baby pose can be up here. It can be here. It's a very versatile pose. I think it's to each his own on this one. To each his or her own. I hold my ankles, or the heels I should say, and I shake a little bit to get the small of the back to have a real release, and breathe. Shoulders away from the ears. One last moment in sort of the lying down supine happy baby. Lift the heart and come on down. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pulses. 1. You can keep your hands behind your head or out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn into your bridge pose position and try to go for either ankle. You could pull the heels in or keep them out. A little more challenging to keep them farther away from you. So this is great for the obliques as well. Toes up or down. One more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get yourself really crunchy, really tight. 1, 2, 3. And let out a sigh through your mouth maybe. Stretch your legs out, ankles, roll your shoulders back. And prep for Shavasana. So even if you take a small, short practice, try not to pop right off your mat. If you're taking it in a yoga umbrella of yoga, take a moment. Draw your shoulders behind you. Take your hand on your heart or your ribs, your sternum, your solar plexus. Maybe a little body scan. See what needs your attention. What needs my attention here? Maybe it's just what do I need to do to attend to myself? And it's just by relaxing for a moment, feeling my breath into the earth, feeling the wonders that are my workings of my body, no matter how judgmental you are, how much you might say, oh, but it used to be able to do blank, or it should do blank. This is the wonder that my body did with me and for me in this moment. If it's your practice right now to stay in Shavasana, please do. If you chose a short practice because you're ready to move on to the next thing of your day, you might wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently, with as little disturbance to rest as possible. Roll your knees one way or another. Curl yourself up on your right side. Maybe there's a little offering of a smile you can give yourself. And then sitting up to end in your own comfortable seat. So half lotus, lotus. Stretching your legs straight, crisscross applesauce. You're going to rub your palms together. May I feel safe. Safe and protected. May I feel happy. Happy. Deeply and truly happy. Some sense of contentment for what I have right now. May I feel healthy. Whatever my limitations or concerns are, may I know that in this moment I have enough health to be practicing and sitting with whatever limitations or abilities I have. Let that be enough. And may I feel a sense of ease right now. Ease. Inhale, harnessing all the prayers that you have for yourself and for others. Bring your palms together to your third eye, the deepest part of your instinct and knowing. Namaste. Thank you so much. I will see you soon.